Saddlers TV, bringing you closer to Walsall Football Club.
John, thoughts on the game to start off?
A couple of lessons to be learnt, and the first, Flo, very, very eager, enthusiastic, but needs to just stay on his feet. It's a more realistic game for us, that one, because we're going to get that. Teams with Stead's a threat, they get two up top, sat in deep, made it difficult for us to break him down, overloaded the midfield area with their three. I think sometimes we overplayed just for the sake of playing. I think sometimes we need to have more of a purpose. Delighted with the second half. Hammer again, yeah, giving me pros and me problems, which is a really great problem to have. So fantastic for him and his work ethic. He's been great this pre-season. He gets another 2 goals. But yeah, a lot of things to look at. Disappointed with the result. Disappointed to go 3 down. The mistake as well with Jay. But I said to him, you still wanted the ball after it. Mistakes will happen. It's better to happen tonight than Wimbledon on the 6th. So lads are a little bit down. But I've said don't beat yourselves up too much. It's still pre-season. There's still lots of things we're looking at. You can see probably tonight how we miss Oztumer a little bit in that. I think other people were trying to make up for that, but I think we were getting too crowded in midfield areas and playing into their hands a bit. And then they were always a threat with the direct diagonal balls with Stead. So yeah, good lessons to be learnt, and ones where we will look at and improve on for Thursday, Friday.
You got into a lot of sort of good possession in the first half, good positions. Was there a bit of tempo you were missing, do you think? No,
the tempo was there, but we call that high risk. We try and create a little bit of chaos, Joe, in the last third, but I think we're doing it a bit too deep. So then we call it really high risk areas, because if you lose it there, then you're playing into their hands, and then they get it, then they overload you because we've got bodies past the ball. So we've got to be careful we just don't get too many people past the ball and we don't overload those central midfield areas, because in a lot of times that's where a lot of teams, their strengths are. So we need to go in there to go through or to come out. So coaching point's really good, but it'll be a good one for us to look at and just to see where there's areas where we can improve on, I think. Individual performance, Frank looked sharper today, I thought. I thought his recovery was better as well, so that's another 45 minutes for him. Simeon was a threat. Amma came on, was a threat. So George came on, Ozzy came in and had some physical presence. So it's a really good plus. I thought Joe Edwards was excellent. Rico was excellent at left back. So a lot of pluses, but also a lot of areas where I think we need to just like tweak a little bit, ready for the weekend, and building into next week.
Jackson showed you as a threat, didn't he, with his movement?
Yeah, I thought he was going sometimes, because we were getting a bit frustrated because we get the 2 goals behind. I think sometimes he was dropping too deep to get onto it, whereas sometimes we need him to stretch the line a little bit more. Yeah. But I can understand that, because he's 2-0 down, he wants to change it, but sometimes that can add to the problem because it overloads that midfield area yet again. Kieran, we had a look at Kieran there as a number 10, okay, but again he's a threat when he's out wide on either side, so he's quite fluid where we can play him. But yeah, a lot of options for me, and what I've got to do is sit down and think of a team for the weekend and pushing on to next week.
And Bakayoko, 5 goals in pre-season, but 2 from open play tonight. That'll do his confidence well.
Yeah, I thought George's ball was excellent. I thought his header was great timing, and he's in the right areas for the second one as well. Good finish. So he's chomping at the bit at the moment. Very confident. I think the arrival of Simeon and Frank have lifted him a little bit as well, because they're great people to learn from. When to drop in and when to stretch the line, and also his strengths are his physical presence, and you can see he's starting to do that. So he's starting to listen to the coaches. He's listening to myself and Dean, and he's taking it on board. And the end result is he's got himself more goals. So fantastic position for me and for him.
Next question, the obligatory signing question. Any more movement on that front?
Yeah, a little bit of movement. There may be something in the next couple of days. So yeah, just watch this space in the next couple of days, and there might be something arriving.
What about?
I'll give you a ring. I'll give you a ring as soon as I know. Promise.
What about Isaiah Osborne?
I'll give you a ring. I'm going to speak to Ozzy this week. He gets paid till the end of July, so I'm going to have a word with Ozzy and speak to him. And, it'll be between me and Ozzy, and then again I'll give you a ring and let you know.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to that.
You'll be the first. You'll be the first person to call.
And then I take it now, Luton on Saturday. You're preparing for this game exactly like you would for Wimbledon on Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to do it the same. We're going to have a pre-match, travel down on the bus, and we're going to do it as if it's the first game. So Saturday for me is, again, we're playing for points. That'll be the one where we're trying to just make sure we iron out all the little creases and we get things ready for Wimbledon. So I'll pick a team that I think won't be far off the team that's going to start against Wimbledon. So it'll be an interesting one for me. Yeah, there's a few problems that have been put on my desk, but the good problems to have, because I'll have to upset a couple of players. But hopefully the group that we've got, they'll all be ready if picked, if called upon.
And they've all come through tonight, okay, haven't they?
No problems. Yeah. Flo again got 665, cramped up a little bit because of the distance he covers. But again, it's a slow building process. He's still a week and a half away from the season, so we'll get them there just right. No injuries, which is also a great thing from pre-season. So disappointed with the result, but very pleased with some of the performances, I think. Brilliant.